Okay, hi. So this is a speed paint. I guess I'm just gonna talk and describe my process of doing artwork. This is a really casual piece. It's not a full-on illustration. I'm just designing a character in this piece, but so I just start out with whatever canvas size. Honestly, I always crop it later, so I don't really care about like the dimensions as long as it's like fairly big. And by fairly big, I mean like 6 by 6 inches and 300 DPI. So I zoom in pretty far, but I don't know. If I'm doing a big piece, then I'll make it bigger. But so while I was talking, other me started drawing. So yeah, I start with a sketch. Um, it's not really fancy. I've been using a default Photoshop brush for sketching, and honestly, like a lot of things, it's one of the defaults that comes with Photoshop CS6. It's like a corrosive pencil. I'm not sure. But I sketch in like a fairly light color because why not? I turn down the opacity when I go to do my line art, but it's just kind of like it feels good to draw in light. And oh my god, my cat is destroying something. Hang on. No, 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 don't bite me. Please, I just bought this. No! Okay, well, while that was happening, so the brush that I use to ink things, I just started using this again. I used it like in the past, I think like when I was like a junior in high school. I used this brush a lot, but it's from Kyle's Ink Box, I think. He does a lot of brush sets, and you have to pay for most of them. I got this one for free. I honestly have no idea if it's still up. I'll look, and if I find it, I'll link it in the description because that's polite. And someone asked me the other day. Um, so yeah, I should probably describe what the fuck I'm drawing. Sorry for my language. Um, so my friend and I were designing Mass Effect characters, and I just decided to like design a quarian because I don't know, I wanted to. I didn't really have a plan before I went into this. I was referencing something. Oh my god, my cats are fighting. So I had a reference up. I wasn't following it too closely because there were like variations. So like the swirls on the shoulders or whatever. I didn't reference those. I just made those up. So yeah, there's not a whole lot of variations you can do with quarians. I think there's not a whole lot you can do. Um, Coloring, you can see me kind of struggle with picking a brush. I don't know. Whenever somebody asks me, like on Tumblr, like, "Hey, what brush do you use?" I kind of have to flounder because I change it almost constantly. Um, Over the years, I've downloaded so many brush packs and so many different brushes that, like, at any given time, like, I don't really use the same brushes consistently. Like, they might be similar, and I always kind of default back to the same, like, 4 or 5 brushes. But it depends. You know, sometimes I'll use the same brush for like the whole thing, like that one pencil that I used to sketch. I've been doing a lot of pieces where it's just that pencil, so it just depends. Um, so I broke into the coloring phase, and as you can see, I'm struggling with picking colors. This is more like a design thing. I wasn't sure what colors I wanted to make him, so, but, so you can see me dying in the hue saturation menu. Um, I gave up and decided to paint over it. We've fallen so far from God's light. I decided on a color. I picked like this kind of off-white and then gold and blue. I think that's really pretty. I don't know. I don't really have anything in terms of like character for this character. He's pretty bland right now. I don't know anything about him, but I drew him. So maybe I'll go somewhere with his character later. Probably not. Um, so yeah, the rest of it's really just painting. There's nothing much until like the very end. So I'm just gonna shut up until something interesting happens. Hmm. Well, I color all on one layer. I think I don't know if that's unique or not. I honestly have no idea what people do. I'm not in touch with a whole lot of other artists who are very like open about their process, but I do use like as few layers as possible. I used to paint all on one layer, but that's really hard. So I'm usually like a 3 layer kind of gal, and then I put like overlays. Like I basically filter all my pictures because I'm weak, because I have to, because I love it. I love everything to be like pink. I usually end up putting a pink overlay layer over everything. Yep. Wait for it. Okay, I just cropped it. I told you. Okay, anyways, that's pretty much it. I did it. It's done.